the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that will draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing. To the 15. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
19 Tiger.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Ready, play.
Tua now on first down. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Ready.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Dillon up the middle. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run with Mixon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to run in. Gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage.
Touchdown, Bengals! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have retaken the lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Dillon. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, check Megan. Cut. Ready?
They'll run with Gibson. Gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Bengals grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. This pass complete to Higgins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tua, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Set. Ready. Strike 2. Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Tagovailoa. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Tua now on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second half starts with a run by Gibson, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after after the second down incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua slings this deep for McLaurin. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Ready.
They'll try the left side with Dillon. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Dillon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, no steal.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an up. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, another run for Dillon. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Dillon on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Sermon. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Running right, here's Dillon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Off of play action, Tagovailoa on the move to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Here's Tua. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. Taken down at the 30.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Okay.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They run again with Dillon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready, go.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Again, it'll be Dillon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being full.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Washington, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.